Hello, we're going to go over the pricing test on the about.gitlab page. My keyboard just stopped working. Sorry about that. And so far, the results are pretty much an even split, kind of 50-50 for, overall, did people click the buy now purchase button or not? It's been more than 2 weeks and we're not seeing any deviation from this pattern. So even though there's not a large statistical significance, we feel pretty confident in the results that we're seeing so far. And it's pretty even split across the board between free, premium, ultimate. Did they click contact sales? There's not a huge change between the two. So that's kind of the first thing we've learned. And yeah, on to Jess.
Yeah, can you just scroll down to the bottom of not that page, the other one. So one thing we've also noticed is that just less than half of the people, 48.3%, are actually clicking through the test where you get the see more option on the tiers. So we're thinking that maybe we can do something there, and we want to test a variant where those additional benefits are just always open and they don't have to actually click through, and want to see if that will actually increase conversion by just not having to take that extra step of clicking the view more button.
Yeah, and based on our data right now, we actually started really liking this test option, and we're really rooting for it. The numbers don't lie though, so our preference, if we had to make a decision right now, would be to stick with the control, which is the variant that you're seeing on the left here. With it is more of a familiar and standard presentation style, but we think that there's a lot of opportunity in that. It's aligned with our boring solution sub-value. And while prospective customers are evaluating other options for their DevOps needs, they could be doing tab docking where they have one tab of GitLab, one tab of GitHub, another one, etc. And it does make it easy for them to compare, which could lead, and we're seeing slightly in the data, to higher conversion rate. And it'll also be easier for us to, in fact, iterate from. We believe having things more isolated instead of baked into one component it'll be easier to understand what changes are having positive impact, instead of having everything kind of bundled into one. And if we do one thing, we don't actually know, that half the people didn't open the benefits, and a thing we did in there could take us longer to get to statistical significance. Speaking to a following test, the one that Jess talked about where we're going to open it, on the right, just leave it open, see if that has any positive impact. We'd also like, similarly to our campuses page, we'd like to make premium a little bit visually different. So maybe it's a little bit higher on the page, maybe a little bit bigger like you're seeing here, to kind of nudge and encourage people to select a paid option. So I'll kick it over to you, Jess.
Yeah, so just one other call out here is that we don't really know where people are coming from on their journey to this pricing page. That could be the first stop, maybe they heard about GitLab, they want to see what the prices are, or it could be their last stop. Maybe they're already a user and they are on the free version and now they know they need to upgrade to premium. So there's a lot of unknown variable there that we need to just be mindful of. Again, just to kind of understand where they are in that journey. Yeah, we just don't know how much they've seen before they get to that page in order to convert. So it might not even be that the information on this page is as important as we think it is, because they might have been on 15 other pages before they got to that spot. So it's just a call out to think about that a little bit.
Yeah, and we're not, in fact, instrumented in an efficient way to even get that information at this time. But it's just nice to know it's something we need, and it is possible. So we'll continue to work with all relevant parties to get that.
Yeah, and so kind of the next steps we're thinking is to pull the work into our sprint March 15th with the targeted release date of the 24th. And that iteration will run for a couple of weeks. It seems like 2 weeks so far has been the point at which either it's become clear that there's a winner or that there's not a huge amount of difference, or not necessarily statistical significance, but we can see something trending in a direction and make a decision at that point that we can build from. And so after that, we'll be building the test where our plan is to build a test where we try and nudge people towards that premium, as was talked about earlier with the campus example.
Awesome. We will keep iterating, keep collecting data. And yeah, if you have any opinions, thoughts, I'll post this on Slack and you can reply in the thread. Thank you.